It's Dale from Why Not Keto. So tonight I'm going to show you a little bit of what we're doing for our supper prep today. We're eating a fairly strict keto meal right now. So what I've done is I've steamed some cauliflower, as you can see, in our microwave steamer. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour it into this bowl. I'm going to add some of this avocado oil. And you can pick this up at Costco. It's great for sauces, it's great for frying. It's got a very high smoke point, so it's very good for frying, doing baking and roasting and grilling and all that stuff. So I'm just going to drill a little bit of that over top of it there. And it also helps, this adds some really good fats to your meal, so you don't have to worry about all the canola oil and soybean oil and all that stuff that can cause so much inflammation and garbage in your body. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric. So you can say this is almost going to be like a Moroccan sort of flavor. There we go. And we're going to add some cumin. Really good flavor on this cauliflower tonight. And some coriander. And we're going to do some roasted garlic. And some toasted onion. Okay. So I'm just going to stir that all up. Be careful not to be too aggressive with the stirring, because where you've already steamed the cauliflower, it's going to be very fragile. Okay, but it's very important to steam it first before you put it in the oven to roast it, because if you just put it in there raw, then it's just going to, it's going to stay hard for a long time. It's just going to burn on you. So I'm just going to put it on a baking sheet that has been lined with some parchment paper so that it doesn't stick to everything. Okay. There. So we're going to put this in a 350 oven, and we're going to cook it for about 5 minutes or so. Protein part of this meal. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cooking up some chuck eye steaks. We bought these at our local place here called Fresh Cuts. They've got really great meat down there. They use a grass-finished beef from Atlantic Beef from the PEI. Really great, very good taste, awesome steaks. We're going to do it in our air fryer. Now, our air fryer is probably a keto person's best friend. In here, you can roast, you can fry, so you can do your, if you're into doing more keto with the daikon radish fries and the jicama fries and that stuff, you can do that in the air fryer. We just use ours to cook our proteins with, so our fish, our chicken, our steaks, our hamburgers, our chicken wings, which are really awesome. So what you do is you just start your air fryer here, and you need to warm this up first. So I set mine at the 390 temperature, which is the default temperature for it. Set it here for 4 minutes, and we'll let that heat up, and then we'll be ready to put our steaks into it, okay? Let's heat it up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to now put our seasonings onto our steaks. And what I use is I use a little bit of onion powder and some garlic powder. And some fresh cracked pepper. And some sea salt. Right now, we just got back from a trip from Hawaii a while back there. And while we were there, we picked ourselves up a bag of Hawaiian sea salt. And this stuff is amazing. It's so good. Unprocessed. They just basically dehydrate the salt from the seawater and then just package it from there. It's really awesome. It's just sea salt, and that's it. No extra iodine, no extra anything added to it. So we're going to wait for this at 45 more seconds, so I'm just going to season the other side up now. Now when you're doing the air fryer here, the very important thing is not to overload your air fryer. You want it so that the air can move around your air fryer. So we'll end up cooking 2 of the steaks together, and then one of them we'll do afterwards. And people will say, you know, why are you putting salt on the meat before you actually start to cook it? That it'll draw the juices out and stuff like that. But I find with the air fryer, you need to season it before you put it in. Because if not, you're not going to get that flavor into it. So all you do is just pull out your tray here. Put your steaks in there. And you're going to want to spray a little bit of the avocado oil onto it, just to help with the browning process. Fry, leave it on 190, and go for 10 minutes. And then once that side's done, we'll flip it. Alright, so the steaks are done on the one side. I mean, look how beautiful that is. These air fryers, and it keeps it so moist. So I'm just going to give them a quick flip over and finish it off on the other side. Should only be about 6 minutes. Those will be done. And over here in the stove, I'm just going to grab the cauliflower. Just be 1 second. Cauliflower should be all done in the stove here. Alright. I mean, look at that. Look at the color on that. That is just gorgeous. So yeah, so that's what we're making for supper. We'll add some bacon to that, and then that'll be our meal for today. After tonight, after we have our supper, then we're going to go into our next intermittent fast day. So we'll fast from after the time we finish supper until tomorrow morning, or tomorrow lunchtime or so. We'll break our fast, and then we'll be all ready to go for another eating day on Friday. So here we go. Here's the finished product. We got our steak, our bacon, our avocado, and our cauliflower there, all ready to rock and roll. Sherry's is there. Sherry just got home from work today, so she's ready to have supper. She's hungry. And like I said, after we finish this meal here, then we'll be going into a fast, and all day tomorrow, all we'll have is just liquids, and we won't eat again until on Friday. So, thank you for watching. You have a great night.